Alright, back on my air compressor here. It's been sitting for a month now. Waiting for parts and get stuff back. So I had the motor checked out and by a guy who knew what the hell they're doing, and clean bill of health, nothing wrong with it. So why is it overheating? I don't know. So anyway, it checked out alright. So for now we're going to go with it. So I got my new head over here. I got to put holes in there. These holes here are all tapped here in the old head for the manifold and stuff. There's a manifold flange down there. So it has these bolts here I thought were metric, but they're just 1/4 20. They're undersized and they're triangle cut so that they're like a forming tap. So they change the reflection there. So I guess you're supposed to just power these things on into here and let them make their own threads, and I don't really like that method too much. So I got a real tap. So I'm going to just run this tap down in there and put some real threads in there. Which is probably, see, forming tap, the threads would build up. Be actually stronger, I guess, as long as they didn't gall. But they probably gall. Okay, so 1/4 20 is a number 7 drill. So we're going to get a number 7 drill. Over here. It'll be this one. So go ahead and run this down inside of here. You see how deep that goes already into there without doing anything. It goes in there that deep, and that's about how deep the bolt is without anything on it. So pretty much it's already to size, so there's nothing really to drill with it. The holes are too big already, they're way big. So I don't know if it's going to really work. So you go in there that deep without hitting anything. It's about all the deeper they are in there anyway. Alright, we'll use these. I'm just going to tap it in there the way it is. So there's a 1/4 inch offset between this flange and this one, so I put 1/4 inch worth of spacers in here. And there's a draft angle on some of this stuff, so with an angle plate I'll just hold it up against the plate here. And I can go ahead and just do it. Or if I want to put a clamp on here, I can put a clamp right here and you just hold it and do it that way too. So I got a clamp right there in my hand, so we'll do it the quick, easy way. So there's a safe way of doing it and there's my way of doing it. You can make your own decision on how you want to do your stuff. Alright. Lubricant. So we're just going to basically just power this thing on in there and see what happens. What speed are we at? We're about 1300 RPM. That should be a good tapping speed. So first thing I do is get the tap over the hole. The angle here goes back and forth a little bit. We'll find a spot, the sweet spot for it to be in, which in this case is right here. Just run it right on in there. It needs power though. It says I got lack of power going to my my air compressor. That phase converter runs off the same wire. Okay, so we're just going to run this in there. Power speed. See how it was spinning at the very end? The truck was spinning, but the tap stopped because it bottomed out. You can either power these out or leave them. Your choice. If this doesn't work, we have to helicoil the thread. They don't have good threads. It's a pretty crappy way of doing it. See, there's all the material I cut. Not much. thinking there's not many threads in there. There's a few in there, not many. Probably enough to hold it, I'm guessing, but not super impressive. It'll probably work, but it's definitely not the way I like doing things. You don't tighten up too much, you won't break a tap, because it'll spin in the chuck over there instead of breaking off the tap. So let's see a little better what's going on. A little bit anyway. Such low drag, you gotta be careful on the speed. They're deep enough, there's some threads, but they're getting pretty deep. A couple more threads that time. Alright. Keep moving back and forth there. Started spinning again there, it's bottomed out. Trick is to have enough tension to go all the way down, but not so much it breaks the tap off and it bottoms out. It wasn't quite bottom, so I had just the right amount of drag. That's bottomed. So went down 2 more turns before it locked up. This one, make sure it went all the way down. Maybe I didn't have this one all the way in. Yeah, this one wasn't quite all the way in. I had a half a turn more. That was probably chips anyway. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Doesn't take much. Alright, I'm going to do 6 more. We'll be back. Alright, back over here. So we got the holes all threaded now. So we did these 3 here, 3 over here, and 6 over on this side. And a whole bunch of tubes on this thing. So hopefully when I torque these down it doesn't have any issues with strip threads. I think I pull the whole head back off again. So this here just goes on with O-rings. Tighten it down, no big issue. So that's what that looks like. It goes up on top of there. So before I put that on there, I'm going to go ahead and see about doing the electric motor over here. Get this damn thing out of the way a little bit. I guess I'll stay in there.